This video is on the new MoFi Masterdeck Turntable. Now this turntable was born from a collaboration of vinyl enthusiasts and is a reference-grade turntable engineered for those who seek to unearth the true essence of music embedded in the grooves of their cherished vinyl LPs. Let's dive in and take a closer look. Starting in 2016, MoFi came out with their award-winning Studio Deck and Ultra Deck turntables that, for a lot of people, presented the perfect balance of high-end build quality and sound, but remained attainably priced for most music lovers. Now, after many years of customer requests and a passion for perfecting their designs, MoFi decided to put its best foot forward and design a turntable that represents a true reference product. Allen Perkins, who is the chief analog designer, being a master of his craft, wanted the Masterdeck to include all of the things he had learned over his long career in the field of turntable design. One of the first things he looked at when designing the Masterdeck was the tonearm. This 10-inch carbon fiber tonearm was designed with this material for the ultimate rigidity while remaining lightweight and agile. This is a departure from most turntables in this price class with a more standardized 9.3-inch tonearm. A 10-inch arm allows for better tracking performance, much like the esoteric 10 to 12-inch arms on the market. The only drawback to this is that setup is extremely critical, but with all the adjustments that Masterdeck's tonearm has, this shouldn't be a huge issue. Remember, we are always here to help you with any setup questions and can even set up your cartridge before the unit ships if you purchase them together from Audio Advice. Now, this tonearm allows the use of cartridges from 5 grams to 14 grams in weight. While you can use any cartridge you prefer on this Masterdeck, there is an option to pair it up with the MoFi Ultra Deck MC phono cartridge, which we have on our sample, and it pairs really well. Plus, if you order them in the combo package, you do actually save a little bit of money, so it is a great combo option. This new tonearm also has a unique dual pivot design that uses a unipivot bearing for the lateral movement of the arm and a gimbal bearing for the vertical movement. This allows the tonearm to have both the friction-free movement that is the hallmark of a unipivot arm and the controlled vertical movement that gimbal bearings are known for. Allen also designed this tonearm with 2 high-precision ruby bearings in the unipivot section for the utmost accuracy of movement. The gimbal section uses very high-speed bearings that are rated for thousands of RPMs, which a tonearm will never actually even see. This level of over-engineering is what gives the turntable its name, the Masterdeck. It is argued by many that detachable head shells add an unneeded connection point to the arm and cartridge wiring and could potentially reduce performance. While this may be true, it can't be argued that having a removable head shell makes cartridge mounting a much easier job. Allen engineered this arm differently, having a very secure removable head shell with a precision collar that holds the head shell much more securely than standard mounts. This mounting system also allows for easier azimuth adjustment by rotating the head shell itself instead of the whole arm. Even though the head shell is removable, the high-performing Cardus tonearm wires are still directly connected to the cartridge without any extra connection points for the best performance. This new tonearm also has all of the adjustments needed to mount practically any chosen cartridge onto the Masterdeck, including azimuth, precision screw collar, VTA adjustment, overhang, and anti-skate. MoFi knows that having a high-performance turntable means nothing if you can't enjoy your vinyl collection on it. With the Masterdeck, you can play your 33, 45, and 78 RPM records with settings for all 3 speeds and trim control. The removable head shell easily allows you to mount your 78 RPM cartridge if needed. A straightforward dial speed setting makes using the Masterdeck much easier, as there are no belt changes or multiple pulleys. You just set the speed and play the record. The trim control is a very important option as it allows you to adjust for any speed anomalies that can happen when playing your records. The motor system in the Masterdeck is a sensor-regulated synchronized 3-phase brushless DC system that achieves and maintains perfect speed stability. This motor is also completely isolated from the plinth, allowing no interference with the delicate cartridge and tonearm of this Masterdeck. If there is one area that makes or breaks a turntable, it is speed and motor noise. You could have the best system in the world, but if your turntable has speed instability or motor noise, it will ruin the listening experience. MoFi has always used Delrin in their platters, seeing that it has the natural impedance match to vinyl itself. With the Masterdeck, they took this a step further by incorporating an aluminum and Delrin hybrid platter. This adds weight, especially to the outer edges of the platter. It also improves the flywheel effect, which adds speed stability. This high-tech and well-engineered platter is supported by an encapsulated spiral groove inverted bearing that promises very tight tolerances for unparalleled precision and stability. A spiral groove bearing is a type of bearing with grooves machined into its face that will hydrodynamically pump oil throughout the bearing surface, allowing much more precision and longer bearing life. This level of engineering should allow the Masterdeck to last a lifetime, providing reference level performance. To ensure that the Masterdeck's performance is not hindered by any outside forces, they went to specialists in harmonic resolution systems for the best solution. These isolation feet provide 5.5 degrees of freedom and have a mechanism that floats within the foot, providing the plinth with total isolation wherever the Masterdeck is placed. Having this level of total isolation is generally only found in extremely expensive aftermarket feet for isolation platforms. The feet are also fully adjustable. Having all of this performance is great, but many music lovers like to own something that will also look great as well, and MoFi knows this. For the Masterdeck, MoFi included a real wood-framed plinth that allows you to choose between black ash as well as an elegant walnut finish. This takes MoFi's Masterdeck to a new level of aesthetic value not found in the Studio Deck or Ultra Deck. While there are turntables on the market today in all sorts of wild colors and exotic materials, the Masterdeck stays with MoFi's theme of an understated look that many will find really appealing. While the variations in finish options seen on the furniture today, we would have liked to see MoFi offer a few more finishes, but we do have to applaud their efforts in how great this turntable looks. Now, we were very excited when we first got this Masterdeck, as we loved the Studio Deck and Ultra Deck's performance and value. Setting up the table was an easy affair with all of the parts easily found in the box and a picture-filled manual to tell us how to get this assembled. Compared to the Studio Deck and Ultra Deck's grub screw VTA adjustment, the Masterdeck's collar screw drive adjustment is much easier to set and more precise in its movement. All of these attributes will make mounting your favorite cartridge much easier than many tables on the market and allow you to get even more performance out of your favorite cartridges. And remember, if you purchase your Masterdeck and your favorite cartridge from us here at Audio Advice, our turntable specialists will be able to mount the cartridge for you before it's shipped. The first album we played was Oscar Peterson's We Get Requests. This album, being the jazz masterpiece it is, allowed us to test how the Masterdeck would transmit the instrument's tone and texture. With our favorite track, You Look Good to Me, we heard all of the details in the bowed stand-up bass, and while also keeping the emotion and musical feel right in place. It is rare to find a source component that does both detail and musicality in one package, but the Masterdeck showed us just that. The other instruments on the tracks had the same detail while keeping the emotion of each player intact. Imaging and soundstage were top-notch, giving us layers of musical pleasure and allowing each player their own space to play. While there are much more expensive tables out there in the cost is no object territory that will perform better than the Masterdeck performs, they are well above the Masterdeck price point. Next, we tried the Smiths' Hatful of Hollow, which is an iconic 80s rock album. And while the music on the album is great, the recording itself can be a little bit troublesome for some lesser components to reproduce and many times lead to a grating and sharp presentation. Playing this album in its entirety gave us an energetic presentation that a Smiths album deserves, while also keeping the presentation all about the music and not any shortcomings of the playback. The bass had very good detail and extension, while the treble was smooth and lifelike. Again, we left impressed with the Masterdeck's ability to sound technically detailed while keeping the musical enjoyment and passion alive. We played our favorite track, How Soon Is Now, several times, being more and more surprised by the wide soundstage and detail. Now, the instrument work on this song sounded amazing and seemed to just jump right into the room with us as we listened. This level of realism is truly hard to find and is well appreciated when it is. The Masterdeck is a turntable that is truly designed to get out of the way and let your chosen cartridge have the sound it is designed to have. The MoFi Masterdeck is a true reference turntable in all the measurable ways from which turntables are measured. With its speed options and trim control, new dual pivot tone arm, and hybrid platter, all of the metrics are in place for a table that will last a lifetime and present your favorite music with a realism found only in reference quality turntables. Feed this table into a quality phono stage like MoFi's Master Phono or another quality phono stage, and your vinyl collection will take on a sound that will make any music lover happy. There are turntables on the market that offer multiple tone arm mounts and offer the ability to change components to customize the table. This is not one of those tables. The Masterdeck is for someone looking to get a table that offers reference quality sound, easy setup, and does not require you to choose a tone arm or any other components to make it work. If you are looking for a turntable in this price class, the Masterdeck is a great option and is fully recommended by all of us here at Audio Advice. Now, if you have further questions about this Masterdeck or any other turntable, contact our experts via chat, phone, or email, or simply visit one of our world-class showrooms to experience turntables, speakers, projectors, and everything in between for yourself before you make a purchase. And remember, when you buy from Audio Advice, you're buying from a trusted seller since 1978. We offer free shipping, lifetime expert support, and our price guarantee. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.